Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Keith Lander. This is Saturday News at Noon, coming to you from the Tabernacle Baptist Church studios right here in Dayton, Ohio. And appreciate all your comments that you wrote last show. Maybe you'll write some more this show, and I'll make sure I push the like button. Even if I don't like your comments, I'll push it anyway, let you know I've seen it. And so don't hesitate, just write me something, and I'll make sure I like it. So, that keeps me going. It lets me know you're still out there and you're still watching, and I appreciate that. And pass it on to your friends, because we got some more exciting information that you can use, for the community, because this is what this show is all about. And on today's show, we have two special guests. I know we had two special guests last show, but every guest that comes on the show is special. You know what I mean? So we have Robbie Brandon, who is the founder and executive director of Sunlight Village. Welcome, Robbie.
Hello, how are you?
And we also have Audrey McLemore, who's the advocate connection for Success Youth Leadership Program. That's a mouthful, but she'll explain that in a minute. Welcome, Audrey.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Okay, so Robbie, you're the founder and executive director of Sunlight Village. Explain to us when your organization was created and what all that you do.
Okay, Sunlight Village has been around since actually 2008. We're a faith-based nonprofit organization, and we started our focus on mental health. It's all about mental health for us. Like I said, in 2008 when we started, we were doing support groups, education programs, trainings. I'm a registered nurse of 30-something years. And I started with some of my fellow colleagues, and we were doing community programs. And in 2013, we decided we would jump in and start doing actual mental health services. So we have therapists that see youth and young adults and families in the community. Sunlight Village is partnering with the Marketplace Movement Church, so we're right over on West 3rd Street. Our target community is West 3rd. So our main purpose, like I said, is mental health with a focus on youth and young adults. But as we opened up the doors and started doing mental health services, we realized that we have to address the other needs of the community. You can't come in and see me about anger, frustration, and depression, and us not deal with food and other issues, social issues that you might deal with. So we partner with the Marketplace Movement, and we have a monthly food pantry. We partner with Montgomery County Juvenile Courts, and we have a program called Connections for Success Youth Leadership Program. And we're partnering with some other community partners to bring in the Healthy Family Market, which will be a fresh grocery store, small family market in West Dayton.
Okay, that's good. Now, Audrey, what your leadership program you do with the youth? Can you explain what you do also?
Yes, sir. Hey, everyone. I'm Audrey, and I am a youth advocate for Connections for Success. I am actually the court liaison, so I actually go to the courts and advocate for different youth. We go to the schools and advocate for them for their grades, whatever skill sets they're looking for within our program. We try to get internships so the kids can go off for work. We get them resume ready. We do different things within the community. They work with the grocery store, the Marketplace Movement Pantry, so that we can get them skill building, talking to people in their own community, as well as getting them prepared for different testings that they have to do. We have a tutoring service, we have coding and different things like that, just to open their eyes and their horizons to different things, to expose them, to show them more within their community.
Yeah, that's great. And these youth, they need some guidance, and they need somebody just to show them a little love. And I appreciate what you're doing there, Audrey, and also you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Now, getting back, you mentioned the Healthy Family Market. You mentioned that. How did that start? Who started the Healthy Family Market? It's in the process of getting funding and getting up and running. Am I correct?
Yes. The Healthy Family Market started out as a family owned and operated social enterprise. We realized that West Dayton is a food desert. There are no grocery stores that provide fresh produce on a regular basis. We have the Gem City Market, that is an awesome market that just opened up, and we're actually partnering with them, Co-op Dayton, City of Dayton, Citywide, Greater Dayton Premier Management. These are all of our partners to make this dream come true. So the Healthy Family Market will be on Germantown Street. We will focus on WIC, SNAP, and healthy foods for certain chronic diseases, but we want to make sure we provide a service that helps address the food desert issue that we have in West Dayton. It'll also have a coffee and smoothie bar. It'll have an area where you can do community conversations, but it's all about the community. It's all about West Dayton. We did a small community survey before we even got started to let us know exactly what the residents want. And so it's all about our community. I'm from West Dayton, grew up here, and this is not only important to me personally, but it's also important to me professionally.
Yeah, that's good. Now y'all, your Healthy Family Market, your organization, they've participated in a Dayton Flyer pitch competition.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain what that was and did you win?
Oh, yeah. Actually, it was 5 of us. We were in the startup track. University of Dayton, and there was a startup track and then a social enterprise track. I believe I'm messing this up, I'm sure. But we were in the startup track. We were in businesses that were starting and putting services in Montgomery County in our area. And our focus, of course, was West Dayton. The prizes went from $45,000 to even smaller than that. We thankfully won $10,000. And we'll be putting that funding towards the grocery store and bringing on somebody to help us manage or get started with someone who can wake up every morning and do this, because all of us that are starting the market work full-time jobs, and we're looking for someone who can help us manage the day-to-day operations as we try to open our doors. But yeah, the contest, we did win, and thank you very much. We won $10,000 and are super excited about it.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Audrey, I'm gonna go back and forth. Audrey, I want to talk to you about the youth. Is it do all the good things that some of the youth are doing and trying to get their life together, does that get overshadowed by the small percentage of some of these youth that get into some trouble, and the only thing we just kind of focus in on is just the percentage of the youth that is in trouble? I mean, they need some focus, but there's a number of youth who are doing very good things, and I'm pretty sure you done helped out a whole bunch of folks. So can you just comment on the fact that we should be at least focusing in on the youth who are trying to do the right thing so that they can prepare themselves for adulthood?
Our program is geared towards the kids who are coming out of juvenile detention or who has background. So we are basically that bridge to bringing them to where they need to be. So we're offering those skill sets that they maybe lack or maybe need to enhance upon, if you will. So we're basically a resource base to getting them to what they need. We are at the point of knocking on doors, trying to get kids into our program so people can understand where we are, where we come from, and what we are offering our kids. I don't know if a lot of people don't know about us, or they are getting to the point where they don't know where to send their children. So we are at the point where we are going to start doing some more advertising and doing more in the community to come together as parents and as people trying to get our kids on the right track.
But the Connections for Success Youth Program is a court-involved program. And we do have a lot of kids that are doing great things, but we also have a lot of kids that don't have access to the services that they need. I work down in juvenile detention as well, and I have a conversation with them today, and there's a lot of kids that don't have access to the things we used to have, recreation, music, art, those kind of things. So if you don't give them activities, leadership skills, work skills, if you don't give them that, then they're going to find something else to do. So our program is geared towards trying to help them see something different, giving them an opportunity to see something different.
That's right. Give a contact number where if anybody wants to contact Sunlight Village and Audrey, I think the numbers are the same, but if you one of y'all can just give a contact number where people can contact you.
Sure.
Or either a email also.
Okay. Sunlight Village is right on the corner of West 3rd and Plaza. Our address is 3320 West 3rd Street, 45417. The phone number is 937-640-1679. And the website is www.sunlight-village.org. So you can feel free to call for any questions, comments. We also do a food pantry. So there's other community activities that we do. We go out and do education and training for those who want to hear more about mental health or learn more about mental health. So we try to serve the community as best we can.
Okay, so tell them that number one more time. We'll probably put it on the screen because people are probably hunting for a piece of paper to write it down.
All right, 937-640-1679.
Okay, there you go. So, y'all make sure you contact either Robbie or either Audrey. Now, the Healthy Family Market, it's going to be more than just a place where you can just purchase healthy food. From what I understand, and articles from the newspaper, or not the Dayton Daily News, from Channel 2 that you did an interview on, it stated that you're going to have some conference rooms and some other areas in there. Can you explain how this Healthy Family Market is going to work?
Okay, the Healthy Family Market is going to be a pharmacy-style market, and it's focused on WIC and SNAP. If you've ever had to shop WIC, you know there's a lot of items that you have to go through the grocery store and thousands of items, and you have to find specific items. Well, this market is going to have those specific items available for WIC moms and families, so that you don't have to go through that. You'll be able to come in, drop your order off, bring in your order online, and we'll have your groceries ready for you, or we'll pull them for you from the back while you sit and rest and wait with your children. Now, there'll also be some fresh produce and items that are specific to certain health issues in the market out in the front. We want it to be family friendly, we want it to be beautiful, and that's why the funding that we raise is so important. We have to bring in quality items to our community. We deserve just as much, this type of market, just as much as anybody else does. So yes, the market will be a pharmacy style, family friendly market, but like Mr. Landers was saying, is on the other side will be right next door to it. Part of it will be a coffee and smoothie shop. And then there will be a space in the back where you can have community conversations, or you can come in and do your work, or you can have a snack while you have your coffee or smoothie. And all that is geared toward making this a comfortable place for the community to come and rest and have a healthy, environment, as well as a healthy, nutritious smoothie or a snack or a cup of coffee. So it's all geared towards our community.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, you are still, if people are interested in either supporting it with donations, whether it be financial, basically, or some knowledge, well, should they contact you and see if they can offer some help?
Oh, that would be amazing. All donations will go through Sunlight Village. We're the fiscal agent for the Healthy Family Market. So donations, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we have been since 2008. And so you can make a donation through Sunlight Village. You can go to our website. We use Givelify. We also have a PayPal app on our website, but you can identify that you want it to go directly to the Healthy Family Market. So whenever you click on make the donation, just specify that you want it to go to the market, and we will make sure that your donations get right to where it's supposed to be.
Okay, so you mentioned the website. Now, what was the website? Was it Sunlight Village?
www.sunlight-village.org.
Okay, y'all got that? Say it one more time, because I know some folks going to say, wait a minute, she said that too fast. So say it one more time.
That's okay. It's www.sunlight-village.org.
Okay, y'all got it now.
Right.
When they say it takes a village, that's why I like the name, with Sunlight Village, because it does take a village, you know what I mean? If we're going to say that, then we're going to have to produce some actions behind that. And so, that's the reason why I bring on guests who are doing things in the community, that's trying to improve the community in one way or the other. And I do it for y'all to support them. They need some support. That's why they're here. Where I got, Audrey McLemore, she's got the youth thing that she's doing. And I also have Robbie, who's also doing, the mental health and with the grocery store and some other areas. So they need that support. This is what it's all about, folks. I mean, we sit around, we talk about what we need, and then when somebody is providing what we need, they need y'all to support them in the best way you can. So make sure you support them. Let me see. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. Now, you're a registered nurse, Robin. Now, how'd you get from a registered nurse to running a grocery store almost?
Sunlight Village is a ministry, so I'm walking in my call for God. Whatever God has called me to do, that's what I'm going to do. But it takes strong supportive people to make something like this happen. And yes, I've been a registered nurse for 30 plus years. And while I was working on the hospital floors, I would often see young African American youth, young adults, families go through the mental health system and need a lot of support and a lot of help. And in our African American community, it's hard for us to reach out to someone regarding our mental health. Your mental health is so important. Your brain runs everything, I believe that. Because if your brain's not healthy, you're not going to do well in your diabetes, or you're not going to be healthy physically, socially. And so we have to address the mental health needs of our community. I tell people all the time, if you had diabetes, you go see about it. So if you're struggling with anger, depression, or things just don't feel comfortable, then we need to go see about it. So we started Sunlight Village to address those mental health needs. And then the programs just progressed from there. As we opened up the doors regarding mental health, we've seen that so many other needs are, where things were needed in our community. So we didn't do this alone. We need partners for this. And it took a lot of people to pull this stuff together. It's nothing that we did alone. We did it in partnership with a lot of amazing people. And, spiritually, financially, we need that support. And so we found a home with the Marketplace Movement, who has given us so much support, so much love. Even the building that we're in right now is part of the Marketplace Movement. We were doing more free services when we were located at the job center than we were getting paid for. So it takes that leadership and that support and people who believe in what we're doing to make these kind of things really happen. So we're very thankful. This is nothing but God that's moved us in the direction that we are in, and I give all honor, glory, and praise to my Lord and Savior.
That's great. Now, before I forget, the individuals that help you with the pitch competition, you want to recognize those names there, because I don't want to forget. I don't want to leave those people out.
Sure.
All right.
My co-director, Alexandra Carpenter, she's also a registered nurse. Decoya Rutledge and Kareem Rutledge, that's my daughter and son-in-law. And then my sister, Kimberly Johnson, who will be our liaison for the market. She's great in the community. So it took we started this a year ago when we actually entered Co-op Dayton's entrepreneur program, and we've been working on it for a year, and now we're ready to give birth to this baby.
That's great.
It has been a labor of love, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's great. I appreciate the hard work both of you doing in your organization and everybody else. And this is what we need. This is what we talk about. We got to not only talk about it, but we got to be about it, folks. And you got to show that support. So, did I leave out anything that you want to say, Robbie or Audrey? Did I cover everything?
I would like to say for Connections for Success, if you have any kids that are willing to come out, you're willing to, court-involved kids are willing to come out and to visit our facility. We are open Monday through Thursday, 3 to 7 p.m. We're located at 3300 West 3rd Street in the Marketplace Movement basement. Our office is located at 3320 West 3rd Street if you want to just come and to meet us between the hours of maybe 10 to 12. Therefore, we can bring you over to the program once it starts at 3 to 7. And again, it's Monday through Thursday, and we'll be happy to have you. Court-involved kids.
We have to change the label on our children. I tell them all the time, you might have done something that got you involved with the court, but that does not determine your future. So don't let their past determine their future. They need the opportunities that we had. Like I said, I grew up in West Dayton and DeSoto Bass, and somebody took a chance for me over and over and over again before I could do the things I needed to do to get to where I am today. So they deserve the same thing. Our children deserve the exact same thing.
And the same for me. I was court-involved. I've been home from prison for 8 years in September, and God has done a marvelous thing by putting me into this program, allowing me to be able to stand up and look at myself from another standpoint and being able to give back to those kids of where I used to come from. So I'm grateful, and we're here to help, and we're willing to take a chance on your kids just as well as somebody took a chance on us. Thank you.
That's good. I appreciate it. And we're going to follow it through when the Healthy Family Market open. Maybe I don't want to speak for my director, Curtis Welch, but I think I will. We may even come out and do some video. Yeah, Kurt's one of the best producers in the state. That's what I always say, and he is good. Thank you, Kurt. So we may come out and at the grand opening and do a little filming and let people know, hey, you're here. Here it is. This is what you said you was going to do, and this is what you're doing. But in the meantime, they still need support, folks. Y'all call those numbers, and anytime you hear somebody say they're not doing anything for the youth and there's nothing going on West End, you stop that and you say Sunlight Village is doing the thing, and here's the number. Call them. So I thank you for participating in the show, and when the grand opening comes, make sure you let me know, and me and Curtis Welch, we'll be out there, and hopefully we'll get some footage and celebrate your grand opening.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Okay, welcome back. You know, right after the guest, you know, we have the scam alert. And this week's scam alert has to do with auto loan refinancing scam. You know, people do anything to try to scam you, folks. Now, here's the way this thing works, if the scam is. Now, if you're having trouble paying your car loan, this kind of thing, and you're thinking about doing business with a company that say they can lower your monthly payments, well, be on the lookout, because some of these companies do scam you. Now, what happens is that they'll give you the sales pitch. You know, they'll say that you don't have to pay your next month insurance. Auto loan, they'll take care of it for you, and they'll say that's all you got to do is an enrollment fee. When they start talking like that, folks, most likely it is a scam, okay? Because if they tell you don't pay your next month's car note, to pay it directly to them before they send you any paperwork to read over, that's a scam. You know what I mean? So don't go with those people. If you are having trouble with your auto loan, call the loan company yourself. Explain to them what the issue is, and you may work it out that way. You don't have to pay no second-hand company to do what you can do yourself. You know, that's the biggest scam you want. And these people make it real attractive. They'll even say they'll guarantee it. You know what I mean? But what they're going to guarantee is that they're going to take your money that you're supposed to be paying on your car, and they're going to take your money and roll on down the street with it. That's what the guarantee is going to be. They're not going to pay your car loan and all that other kind of stuff. Contact whoever lent you the car loan and try to get things straightened out that way. Don't mess with these second-hand companies. These people are slick. These people are professional. These people make it sound like it's too good to be true. And if it do sound like it's too good to be true, it's not true. So just be cautious about that. If you do get in trouble with your car loan, you know, call the loan company themselves, and they'll work things out for you. So don't get caught up in that scam. Kettering Health is rebranding itself, and they got some new names for the hospitals that was under Kettering. Kettering Health Network abbreviated its name to Kettering Health, and this is part of their rebranding system. And I'll give you just a short list of some of the names that has changed, because you're going to hear some of these names, and you probably will be familiar in the future about these things. So the Fort Hamilton Hospital is now called Kettering Health Hamilton. Grandview Medical Center is now Kettering Health Dayton. So if you're looking for Grandview and you see a sign that says Kettering Health Dayton, same hospital, a different name. Green Memorial Hospital is now Kettering Health Green Memorial. Kettering Behavior Medicine Center is now Kettering Health Behavior Medical Center. Kettering Medical Center is now Kettering Health Main Campus. Southview Medical Center is now Kettering Health Washington Township. Sycamore Medical Center is now Kettering Health Miamisburg. Troy Hospital is now Kettering Health Troy. Scion Medical Center, that will remain the same because of the Scion family large donation to that hospital. And Kettering Physician Network is now known as Kettering Health Medical Group. So familiarize yourself with those names, because these hospitals have changed. That's in the Kettering umbrella. So I just want to bring that to your attention. West Carrollton Police Department wins National Award in Officer Safety. And this is out of the Dayton Daily News. And I think West Carrollton is also, police department is going to suit their officers up with body cam. From the Dayton Daily News, it says the West Carrollton Police Department received top award in General Officer Safety from the National Law Enforcement Memorial Museum. And the department has 4 key points in approach to safety. That's physical fitness, mental fitness, and spiritual fitness, and also emotional fitness. So, hats off to the West Carrollton Police Department. And the press release said having officers return home safely, both mentally and physically, is an important consideration when implementing these programs. That's what the news release said, and that's a good thing, because we want those officers to return home safe, and we want the officers who encounter the public to also have those people go home safe or go to jail safe, one of them. So that's a good thing. Keep up the good work, West Carrollton Police Department. Appreciate you. If you're looking for a job, the new Montgomery County Amazon Fulfillment Center is going to bring 1,500 jobs to the area. E-commerce giant Amazon plans to open a fulfillment center in Union with 1,500 jobs paying above the minimum wage, that is. This will launch in 2022, and the jobs pay at least $15 an hour with benefits, you know what I mean? So look that up. If folks looking for a job, contact Amazon and see if you can get you a job that way. Ohio, there's been some states that ended the $300 jobless payment, and Ohio is one of those states also. And I'll pause for a minute, and you can check this clip out.
We're in a different stage of the pandemic this year. Ohio is now in the stage of recovery. Nearly 5 million Ohioans have been vaccinated. Our unemployment rate is 4.7% compared to the national unemployment rate of 6%. Ohio's economy is getting stronger. However, at a time when employers are telling us that their businesses are bouncing back, they are struggling to find workers. What is clear is that workers are no longer out of work because of the pandemic shutdown. The federal assistance, the extra $300 a week in FPUC payments, is now discouraging some people from returning to work. And that assistance has always been intended to be temporary.
Okay, we're back. Now, this $300 payment will end on June the 26th. It says Ohio will stop participating in the federal pandemic compensation program that provided the extra $300 in unemployment each week on June the 26th. According to the governor, he says when this program was put in place, it was a lifeline for many Americans at the time when we had only fighting the virus and slow the spread was social distancing and masking and also sanitation. According to Governor Mike DeWine, there's no longer the case. And so he also said this assistance program was intended to be temporary until they got a handle on the virus. So if he was getting that $300 extra, that will be ceased come June the 26th. So make sure you prepare yourself for that. Now, here's one, y'all, you'll be interested in. Sign-ups for the Vax-A-Million lottery. I think it started on Tuesday. This is Saturday. It started on Tuesday. You probably heard about it. Ohioans interested in a chance at winning $1 million or a full scholarship at a public state university or college must opt in to be eligible. Now, if you've been vaccinated with one or both shots with the corona vaccine, you can sign up. Now, the deadline to sign up is Monday, okay? This is Saturday, so you got Monday for the deadline. The website is www.ohiovaxamillion.com. I'll give it to you one more time, www.ohiovaxamillion.com, or you can call 1-833-4-AXE-ODH. So I'm pretty sure we'll put that on the screen. The drawings, there'll be 5 drawings for $1 million. So your name will go into a computer-generated operation. And you have to be 18 and up. And you can get a chance at winning $1 million. 5 folks going to win $1 million. The drawings will start, I think, May the 26th. The first drawing will take place, the first drawing will take place Monday, May the 24th, with the winners being announced Wednesday, May the 26th at 7:29. Now, the 2-day delay is to make sure that the Ohio Department of Health verifies the winner. Now, when you go to the website, folks, you don't have to sign up or put your name in there, 100 times. It's only take one time, and that's it, and you're in. So make sure you don't just keep putting your name in, think you're going to get more chances. It don't work like that. You're only going to get one chance. And when they see your name in there once, all the other stuff you put in, they won't pay any attention to it. And the winner, you can't remain anonymous. Unlike the Ohio lottery prizes, when you win those, you have a choice to remain anonymous. if you win one of these $1 million prizes, you won't remain anonymous. They will tell the public who won, and they'll put your name and probably face somewhere. So you'll probably have more relatives than you think you ever had if you won. So just pay attention to that. Now, the other thing is the 4-year scholarship. Okay, the four-year scholarship, full ride scholarship to any Ohio State college or university, including room and board and tuition and books. And that is for any young person in the ages from 12 to 17 that has taken the vaccine. You can also register, and maybe you can win this full scholarship, which is impressive, folks, because university cost is soaring. So that's it. That's Vax-A-Million. Make sure you sign up. You only have to sign up once. If you sign up 100 times, it don't give you 100 chances. You're only gonna get one chance. So, and you have to sign up by Monday. Now, this show will air Saturday. You got to sign up by that Monday. So make sure you sign up in time. Now, if you remember Damon Weaver, which was the child reporter who interviewed President Obama at the White House. Well, the young man died at age 23, and I think he was 11 when he interviewed President Obama. And he was a gifted young student, even at the age of 11 when he interviewed President Obama. And the cause of death has not been released, but his sister did make a public statement and said he died from natural causes. And Weaver was an 11-year-old student from Canal Point Elementary School in Canal Point, Florida. And that's when he met President Obama, and he interviewed President Obama at the White House in the diplomatic room, and that took place on August the 13th on 2009. It says Weaver was looking forward to a career in journalism, according to CNN. He told Time magazine in 2009 that he wanted to be like Wolf Blitzer. If you don't know who Wolf Blitzer is, he's a CNN news anchor, and pretty good, I add. And so the young man wanted to be like Wolf Blitzer. And President Obama wasn't the only person he also interviewed. He interviewed, at that time, U.S. Senator and Vice President Joe Biden. He also interviewed Oprah Winfrey, and he interviewed NBA superstar Dwayne Wade. So the young man got around to some heavy hitters, with his interviews, and he passed on at the age of 23. So I just wanted to bring that up. Damon Weaver was the young man's name. He had a promising career, but God had some other plans. Did you hear about the Colorado lawmaker? He was reprimanded for calling his college buckwheat. And I'll let you take a look at this footage, and I'll comment on the other side.
I'm getting there. Don't worry, buckwheat. I'm getting there. Now,
sorry.
what I'd like to say, that's an endearing term, by the way.
Representative Holtorf, we must maintain order in here and not refer to any individuals other than in any inappropriate manner.
Okay, so this Colorado representative, Richard Hofstolf, I think was his name, he was at the podium doing a session, and they were talking about, I believe they were talking about finances some kind of way, and he makes a comment, I'm getting there, don't worry, buckwheat. Now, these people are state representatives, and name calling, that's for kids. And so that's why I tell people, you have to be careful about who you send and who you vote for, because this man here, he did apologize, rightfully so, because he was embarrassed, by calling his colleagues buckwheat. So, this was in Colorado, and we see around the country where we see politicians, I think they got the idea the most outlandish and the most disrespectful they get more attention. But how does that help the situation of their constituents? Name calling don't help folk get a job. Name calling don't help with the coronavirus. Name calling don't help with infrastructure plan. Name calling don't help, with your health care to reduce the prices down. None of that helps any. Name calling don't provide any jobs. So, to the politicians out there who want to, grandstand and make all these, name calling and pointing the finger at other folks and lying and all that kind of thing, how's that helpful? That's the question we should ask. How's that helpful? And if it's not helpful, why are you doing it? Just to get attention? The clown in the circus get attention. They put a spotlight on him. The clown does whatever. He gets attention. That's basically what it equates to. The clown on the circus, that's a performance. Don't let the politician become the clown in the circus. All right? So I'm a close with that, folks. Until next time, may God bless you and your family.